Do you feel like at times, like, would you ever run into any issues when he would take a position on something?
Oh, yeah, a ton.
And you're on the show with him, so do you get associated with that? Or are they like, yo, fam, like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah.
Because he was saying some of the Kaepernick shit, I don't know if that timeline lines up with Speak For Yourself, but just some of the things he was saying about Cap and shit where I was just like...
Yeah.
You know, it was just like a little like off-putting, I guess, to hear that on like, you know, again, even like, you know, we talk about him leaving and doing his own thing, but hearing that on like ESPN or Fox at the time,
right,
it was just kind of crazy, some of the things he was saying.
Yeah, and you know, without particulars, like Kaepernick was a hot button issue. I didn't mind that because, you know, I don't even know how you say this properly, but I had my issues with Kaepernick as well. But
no, I think as
the way you say it.
Well, I think as it kind of the Cap thing, I think as it wavered, and it felt like he really had real opportunities. I think that Atlanta thing that happened where he had the workouts, and he wanted to do the workout his way. I was like, bro, they're giving you the.
I mean, I people have come up to me and literally said, "Can I talk to you for a sec? I'm sorry. I apologize. I don't even know these cats.
Yeah.
I thought you were a sellout. I thought you were against us and all that." And I was like, "Dog, I don't even believe in all that stuff you're talking about. I just tell you what I see from my perspective and my experiences on any situation." I knew Kaepernick before all that. I haven't talked to him since, but I saw the 180. Fine, you know, I see. That ain't the first.
I guess for me, it was just like the demonization of someone just kneeling to bring attention to something. Obviously, you get into 3 or 4 years later down the road, the lawsuit, like he cashed out, you know what I'm saying? And then he still had an opportunity to play.
That's the point, though. This is the funny. I always tell people, I am not a hater.
Right.
I just tell the truth too early. And I've said it like day one, I'm like, I could read this. Like, it's like if you take me to a workout and show me some defensive ends.
Right.
I need 3 reps. I could tell you who this and who down here that fast.
Right.
So I read the situation accurately from that moment. Doesn't mean he's not doing work, but you said it best. He brought attention. But I don't think the attention was going where everyone thought it was going. A lot of it was coming back to be self-serving. But he's still doing the work. I ain't even mad at him. But I was just like, yo, this ain't going to go like y'all think it's going.
Right.
The way. And the first play he could have had was challenge the NFL, not be adversarial, but challenge the NFL to do exactly what he wanted. But what did he want? He didn't know. That's why he didn't do any Q&As. He didn't go out there.
Didn't do a lot of interviews. Didn't do any podcasts.
You mean a lot? You mean none? None.
Also,
when it was this.
and also took that money and didn't say any. I mean, we don't know how much it was, right?
No,
but I'm sure the condition of him getting that money was everything is.
Yeah, if you're the NFL, of course you're going to make them sign an NDA. Of course you're going to say you can't go out there and damage our brand. But hey, act like you want to play every single year.
Yeah, that was that's what you said. It's like if he really, really, really wanted to still play, I feel like that Atlanta thing, the way he moved the workout last minute,
on purpose.
I was just like.
People act like this happened.
At that point, I was like, guys, okay, we got to like.
And you a couple years after me when I was like, guys.
Yeah, no, I was for sure because it took me a while. But when that happened, I was like, this
ain't it.
What's going on?
Oh, well, you know what's going on. And it's just funny because I know too many guys that would die for a workout. Like I know dudes that are beasts, ballers.
Right.
Give me a workout, dog. That's rap. It's on. And this guy had multiple chances and opportunities and a workout and a settlement. And y'all trying to act like they trying to keep him down. Maybe you don't want to get up. That's how I looked at it. And it wasn't that deep for me.
Right.
People act like he was the Lord and Savior. I'm like, no government, nobody out here is saving you from your world. Because if it works or it doesn't work, you still got to do the work.
You say I do the work.
And so I'm like, why did everyone get so wrapped up in that? It was kind of crazy. But to your point, Whitlock and I agreed, like, this ain't it.
Right.
But he agreed in a way where people are like, damn, dog.
Yeah.
And I got kind of caught up in a little of that.
Right.
But I did my part too.
Yo, it's crazy. So obviously we just saw everybody get let go at ESPN. It was, and they've had a lot of cuts before.
Yeah.
Stephen A. did a good job of pointing that out on his show. Like, where were you in this year? And all these people got fired. And then this year, and all these people got fired.
Yeah.
But again, your boy Max got let go.
Yeah.
Who is one of my favorites, especially when it comes to boxing. I love when he is working the fights. You know, for people who don't know, Max Kellerman used to be a rapper.
Seriously.
Back in the
Don't
day.
even get him started. There's a clip out there of him.
Yeah, but have you spoken with Max?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
How's he doing? And like for you to, I mean, obviously as somebody who's kind of doing your own thing now, to witness a line of cuts like that happening. I mean, we're talking about Jeff Van Gundy.
I know.
Jalen Rose.
Yeah, those two. Those are the first two that caught me off guard. Max didn't catch
Van
me off guard.
Gundy? No, I think the Max thing we kind of saw coming.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jeff Van Gundy.
I was like, damn. But then all right, so Jeff Van Gundy, that one caught me the most off guard. But then my second mind kicked in. It's like, hey, bruh, he be going in on the NBA, which is a partner of ESPN.
Right.
I can understand that. Then you dive a little deeper, you realize maybe there was a little, drink of coffee and tea, and can you let him go, or else it's going to be tougher in our next negotiation. Maybe that. Jalen Rose caught me off guard. But then I was like, yeah, him and Max kind of in the same boat. They start chipping away at what your products are, your entities. So no more him, Jalen, and Jacoby. Then this happens.
Right, because the Jacoby Jalen show got cut first.
He got cut first. Yeah. Max, no first take for a while. This just in, which felt like a filler show. Like, all right, you're not here, here you go.
Yeah.
But I don't think Max leaves our show, leaves LA to do this just in. Mm-hmm. And people don't think like this, but you get that in Constellation. But this is why I left ESPN and left Sports Nation. It's one thing to be getting paid, and Max was getting paid. But he got paid to do first take. And now here they go with their plan B.
Like, okay, you don't, Stephen A. don't want you on first take anymore. We got this for you.
Right.
Yeah.
But that ain't for you. That's just something to kind of fill the time.
It's something for us to justify us paying you still.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so there's a huge difference between them paying you and them supporting you.
Right.
Now, I felt at Sports Nation with all the rotating hosts and co-hosts, and I was like, they paying me, but I don't see foresight. I don't see runway. I don't see where they're all invested in the next 5 years of the show. And it was tough to call their bluff because every time you say that, they're like, oh, of course we are. Of course you are.
Right.
And then I said, all right, I'm going to leave. And as soon as I left, they canceled that show. Proving my point. I was on thin ice. The show was on thin ice.
Right.
One day they'll just wake up and be like, Sports Nation, it was novel back then, 10 years ago now. Everyone has a touchscreen. Yeah. Everyone interacts with the fans and social media. So I was like, I got ahead of that one. I felt the same for Max. I was thinking like, damn, this ain't gonna last. This just in. Even though it wasn't a bad show, it just wasn't the show he would have left LA and he
to go and do
that bad. Right. So saw that coming, man, and he has a little time he has time to work with in terms of still getting paid by ESPN, develop what's next. He's certainly in the running for Undisputed, depending on how they really do that. But they're talking about that rotating partnership.
What they're doing at ESPN, they might do at FS1.
Yeah,
which makes sense.
Which they actually got from Skip. So I want to clarify. Everybody thinks Stephen A. started this.
Back in the day, that's what Skip used to do.
That's what Skip used to do on Cold Pizza.
People don't remember that. Cold Pizza was always like Woody Page or Stephen A. or
the Stu twins. I remember them.
I know you're talking about.
God, I forget. And they're going to kill me.
Bomani Jones was on. A lot of people would be
I was on it. I used to come on there. Yeah, so it was a thing before Stephen A. revamped it, and now Skip may go back to it.